Top 4 excuses that we make as people. This is going to be a quick video. Let's dive into it. I love the topic of excuses. I love it so much that I made a t-shirt about it. Okay? I love this topic because we make excuses all the time, especially for those of us who are trying to do better and do things a little bit differently. And so what I want to talk to you about today are the top 4 that I've seen, and not only seen, that I've done, that has prohibited me from really advancing personally and spiritually in all other aspects of my life. The first one is this: I don't have time. Number 2, I don't have money. Number 3, I don't know where to start. Number 4, what if I fail? Number 1 and number 2 are pretty much the same, so we're gonna dive in there, okay? Like I said, number 1, number 2 are pretty much the same. Stop saying that you don't have time, that you don't have money, because you do. What it is that you don't have time and you don't have money for the things that you don't value. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. You don't have time and you don't have money for the things that you don't value. So what I want to submit to you on today is that it's not that we as people don't have time and money. It's just that we don't have time and money for the things that we don't care about. Think of some things that you really invest your time in. As soon as you get off work, as soon as you handle things with your children, whatever the case may be, think about those things that you do in your downtime. And think about how much time that you spend doing those things. Whether it's scrolling through TikTok, going out to the club, drinking. I can talk about me. I've had issues before with paying my tithes, giving money to the church. I would always question. I got to a point where I had to really reevaluate it because I was spending probably about $120 a week on alcohol. And that was a chill week for me. But that's what I valued at that time. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that it may not be that you necessarily don't have money. It may be that you're just giving your money to the things that you care about. That may be something that you as a person have to reevaluate what it is that you value. Number 3, I don't know where to start. You're not going to know where to start, but it's still an excuse. For the past 6 years, I got my bachelor's degree in health science. I got my master's in biology. Right after I graduated, my plan was to move across the country and go to medical school. It wasn't until I came back, God gave me an idea for a clothing brand. Something that I don't know anything about. Never really been a fashionista. The reason why we can't grow as people is because we don't want to be uncomfortable. In order to grow, there has to be some sort of discomfort. And what's great about being in discomfort and following God's direction is that He'll honor that, right? Because He knows how difficult it is. When you follow His directions, not knowing where to start, when you just follow what He tells you, God will honor it. The thing that I hold on to is that anything that God can want from me is better than anything that I can want for myself. I clearly just told you that I loved alcohol, okay? That's all I cared about. That was just my thing. And of course, other things too, but we'll go into that later, right? Yeah, I can't spill all the beans in one video, all right? There's other things too. Those are the things that I wanted at that time. It's not until 6 years later, I'm like, dog, I was really wasting time. But when you follow along purpose follows along God's word. When you follow along purpose, and that's different. It's going to hit different for you. So just follow what it is that God has put in your heart. There's things that He's putting on your heart to do. Go do it. Things to say, go say it. Go start that podcast. You don't know where it could lead to, and you don't know who you can help. So go do it. You have people that's attached to your purpose. Your purpose isn't only for you. Actually, purpose isn't for you. If you're starting a business to serve yourself, you don't need to start a business at all. Business is about servitude of others. The most successful businesses find a way to serve others. That's the only way your business is going to be successful. That's the only way anything that you do in this life is going to be successful. If you always bring it back to yourself, you are not going to be successful. I can't stress that enough. We're talking about not knowing, and that's fine. None of us know. Get out there and do it. God will send people who know. He'll send you a community. He'll give you instructions. Just get out there and do it, and you're going to learn as you grow. Let's go to the last one. What if I fail? We just talked about this in our other anxiety video. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. We talk about what the root of anxiety is, and the root of anxiety is the fear of the unknown. And I just told you on the last video that I've learned from being a scientist is that failure is a good thing. Things that you're dealing with mindset-wise is really about perspective. Failure or rejection is just God's direction. It just means that you can't do it that way. The reason why as scientists we take pride in failing is because that just means we're one step closer to the answer. You gotta view that you gotta apply that to all aspects of your life. Whenever something doesn't work, don't stick on the fact that it doesn't work. Get up and do something different. Maneuver, change some things around. You'll notice your attitude change towards not even just your business, but other things in your life. Don't be afraid of rejection, because rejection is just God's direction. That's the main 4 excuses that I see and that I've done. And hopefully that has helped you figure out some things and put things into perspective for yourself. Thank you for tuning into this channel. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope it was a help for you. Go out there and be great. Go out there and do what it is that God has set upon your heart, man. And go get it done.